All right, guys, I want to talk to you today about how I came to be a minimalist, right? My journey to minimalism, if you will. And in the beginning, a lot of getting rid of my stuff was kind of done for me. Back in 2008, I was a stockbroker. I was living in Phoenix, Arizona, at a nice house, right? 3 bedroom, 1,300 square feet. 3 bedroom house for one guy. Think about that for a second. I had 2 rooms that weren't even furnished, really. But yeah, it was way too much house. And I had everything that I thought I was supposed to have, right? A lot of stuff, clothes, a lot of suits. You know, I had 32 pair of sneakers, right? Just sneakers alone, 32 pairs of Nikes. And, I could wear one pair every day for a month and not, go through the whole rotation. That was important to me, that I had more shoes than there were days in the month for some reason. And that kind of shows you where my head was at the time. Anyway, so 2008 rolls around. As many of you may know, the economy implodes. Millions of people get laid off, myself included. And that kind of started the whole, downward spiral for me. Wound up having the house foreclosed, car repossessed, and I wound up moving into a 500 square foot studio apartment in Tempe, right near the university. Now, when you go from 1,300 square feet to 500 square feet, obviously you've got to get rid of some stuff. So, I gave a lot of stuff away, put some stuff in storage because I thought, well, I'm going to need this stuff, for my next house because I am going to get another house. And even though I was telling myself I'm going to get an even bigger house than I had before, just to show, everybody that, I'm not a loser or I'm successful, and I'm going to show, I'm going to get a bigger house than I had before. And I'm going to buy new things and better things and all this stuff. That was my mindset at the time. So, had some stuff in storage, wound up, one of the only jobs I could find that paid anywhere decent amount of money was working in a call center. And if any of you have ever worked in a call center, you know what a soul-sucking experience it can be, right? So I did that for about 2 years, I think. And at the end of those 2 years, I realized I can't do this anymore, So I wound up breaking the lease at the apartment I had, right? Packing up all my stuff into the little car I had. I wound up getting a Toyota Echo. I don't know if you've seen those cars, but they're incredibly small. So, not a whole lot could fit in there, but whatever fit in my car, that's what I took back with me to California. And it was at that point, obviously wasn't very happy. Was going through a pretty bad depression as well. And it was at that moment that I realized, having all these things, not going to make me happy, right? But purchasing stuff, consumerism, whatever you want to call it, is not going to make me any happier than I was at the time. And I wasn't very happy. And not only was it not making me happy, but I was also out the money that I spent on these things, right? So it was like making me even feel worse. And at the time, I started meditating, because like I said, I was going through a depression. So I went to go see a doctor. They prescribed me Zoloft. I really didn't like the way that felt. So I kind of had to do things, my own way. So I started meditating, started doing yoga. And that really helped with my whole mindset shift, right? The whole consciousness shift, if you will. And, it became clearer and clearer to me that things, the outside world isn't where happiness is. Happiness comes from within you, right? And I've said it before, say it again. If you're not happy without a big screen TV, you're not going to be happy with it. If you're not happy without 32 pairs of sneakers, you're not going to be happy with 32 pairs of sneakers. And think about this for a second. And I just recently did a video on everything that I own. Right now, everything that I own comes to 31 items, right? And I used to have, just in sneakers, 32 pairs of sneakers. So more shoes, just sneakers, than I have possessions now. And I got to tell you, I am 10 times happier now than I was back then. So that's really, like I said, I kind of had in the beginning, becoming a minimalist, right, was kind of done for me because I just had to get rid of things and consolidate down and down and down into, whatever fit in my car. But having that change in thinking, that mindset change, and I think meditation helped a lot. When you realize that this outside things, these possessions, these purchases, are not going to make you happy in the long run. That was really the main shift for me that brought me even more towards minimalism than anything else before or since. So I'm going to leave you with that today. Once you make that shift in mindset, that you realize things aren't going to make you happy. Happiness doesn't come from outside influences. It comes from, in here. I think you're going to be a lot happier. And you don't have to become a minimalist to be happy, but just realize that, those outside forces aren't going to make you happy, right? So that's all I got for today. Hopefully, my story entertained you, helped you out a little bit. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comments below. I will answer every single one of them. Until then, remember, subscribe to the channel, like and share this video, and I'll see you tomorrow.